right. Well, thanks so much, Matt Schichter. Thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah.
We're on day 2 of the big shows in Los Angeles.
Yes.
How are they going? How's the tour going? You've been on the road for about, what, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks?
Yeah, we're about halfway through it, and it's actually really fun. Summer touring is like the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get to go outside and do summer activities every day.
Yeah, so
summer activities like what? Like water skiing, or what are we talking
We play
about?
soccer games, with the World Cup going on. We try to put together soccer games. We rode our bikes, everybody rode their bikes across the Golden Gate Bridge the other day.
That's cool. Even the little ones?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a trailer on my bike, and he had this like tandem bike with the 6-year-old. So
those are dicey.
It was fun.
yeah, it was an event.
Cool. So you bring the kids everywhere? That must
Pretty
be really
much.
nice.
Yeah.
How come?
How come it's nice, or how come we do it?
How come you do it? Yeah.
Can't leave them at home. We tried
fair
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like we didn't want to decide between giving up touring and being musicians for
Did something like that
family,
ever
and
cross your mind, though?
we wanted both, Yeah, it crossed our mind because we're like, how are we going to do this? But we just sort of
We always
take one
knew
step
we'd
at a
bring
time.
'em. We always knew we'd bring them with, right? We never
Yeah.
were like, we'll have to go away for months on end and leave them with the babysitter. We never thought that. We always thought like,
Well, yeah, we knew if we
They'll
were
just
going to
be a part
have
of it.
kids, we were either going to stay home with them or we were going to bring them with us. There was no.
we were going to be parents if we had kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't like somebody else is going to raise these kids. It was never an option.
No, it's really cool. It's very Paul McCartney from the 70s, bringing everyone on the road all the time.
Did he have
Did
kids?
you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Linda brought the whole family on the road all the time.
That's awesome.
That's right, Paul and Linda.
Yeah. Sad. Anyway,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So the tour's going on. You got this crazy, like, juggling musicians,
Yeah.
magicians, comedians, like a whole circus almost
It
on
is.
the road.
Yeah.
Where did this idea come from? How come? It's very different.
We've done so many tours. We've been touring for 10 years, and it's the same thing every time. Even though I like seeing all these different bands throughout the years, it's sort of like we wanted to change it up. I mean, we wanted to have entertainment that wasn't the same, that didn't stop throughout the. We wanted to have unique entertainment that didn't ever really stop the flow throughout the night for like changeovers and stuff. So it's like, and it's just exciting for us because we get to each town and it's like. There's a bubble magician, and then there's a guy that swallows swords, and then there's this comedian, and I don't know, it just...
We want to make it a party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun.
Like a 3-hour sort of seamless party. Rather than like an opening band that you don't care about, and then 30 minutes of dead time, and then another band you kind of have heard of, but you don't really care about. And then rather, why not just be entertained for 3 solid hours, especially, paying good money for these tickets, so we figure we should give people something to watch the whole time.
That's great, and they seem to be selling well in this like lull of a concert season. Like you heard Lilith
Yeah.
was canceled the other day, and
Yeah.
it's just
What was?
Who canceled?
Lilith canceled.
They canceled it?
Like 10 shows or something like that.
Wow.
Jonas Brothers dropped
Those
25 shows
big
today.
ones
Yeah.
are dropping.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like now is the time when you're happy that you're in like an underground scene, like indie, because it's like there's always people doing that. It's not too expensive. I mean, it's pricey, but it's not too
Yeah.
expensive. You can play small clubs and still do the same thing. So, yeah, we're
Yeah.
happy.
You got what? 2 weeks left? 3 weeks left?
Yeah, about
2
that.
weeks.
What are the plans after that?
We need to
Making-
get back to our original writing.
Yeah.
Writing,
It's been
yeah.
what? 2 years? 3 years since last Friday?
Two.
2,
2 years?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
in May.
Not
So,
counting the
little-
covers record that just came out.
Right.
But yeah,
Well, which we'll
yeah.
get to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. Let's get to that now since you bring it up. So how come a covers record? How come all those songs? Because none of them are big songs. I mean, you got some big
Not
bands,
really.
Sebastian, Death Cab, Mars Volta. People know these bands, but
Yeah.
not like the big songs from these bands.
Yeah, I guess they're just songs we love, and for years we've wanted to do a covers record. It's like, I think every band kind of wants to deep down, or at least wants to cover those songs, whether or not they want to put a record out. And it's just one of those things where we finally got the chance to do it, and we wanted a chance to kind of work on our home studio for a while without having to commit to our next originals project. So it was sort of like, we can do cover songs and record them on our own and learn. And then we came out with the record that we were really happy with in the end. So, I don't know. Do you have anything to add to that?
Not really. That's the fact.
Jason
That's
really
the
needs
fact
a
then.
shower, so he's like,
I'm greasy.
he's waiting for
I'm
the
greasy
shower
and
time.
sunburned.
That's okay.
We just wanted to have something that was like sort of broke the cycle a little bit, of the standard Mates album going to her Mates, record. And this was a fun way to do that and also learn a bit about recording ourselves.
There were definitely songs too that we have loved over the years, and we thought we're definitely going to be on a covers record, and then we got in there, and we're like, yeah, we can't do that one justice. That's just a good song on its own. You're not supposed to touch it,
It's
So we
very
learned a
easy.
lot about songs, actually.
It's very easy to ruin a good song by trying to cover it.
that
So
makes sense.
we were very cautious about that. We didn't want to totally, disaster.
You guys did a good job, especially the Mars Volta tunes. It changed it entirely with
That
the
was a
horns
hard
and
one,
like
but that was
30
like the-
vocals going on in the background.
My fingers stuck in everybody's
Their fans are hard to please, though, and
I can see that.
there's something on.
I don't think they're hard to please. They're all psyched we're covering Mars Volta.
Yeah, but then they'll listen to it, and a lot of them are like, "You don't understand the Mars Volta. How could you?" Like,
Really?
Yeah, well, like on YouTube, someone posted it. It's not like a
I
ton
don't
of
read
feedback,
comments. That's exactly why I don't read comments.
well, we knew too. Like Mars Volta's fans are hardcore, and like we know Omar and Cedric too, and they were just like, "Cool," you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were psyched.
But their fans are like Hessians. A lot of them are Hessians.
They're
Let's
like,
get
you
down
only
to
did
it,
the
you know?
I know, I did read one thing where they're like, you only did the intro. You didn't even do a full song. It's like, we're not going to spend 8 minutes of our covers record. I'm sorry.
We just lengthened it. We doubled it or something.
Yeah.
But I'm actually happy with how that turned out.
I am too.
Good.
I'll stand behind that album still.
Do you want to do it all yourself again? I heard you guys recorded and produced it for the first time, like just the two of you.
Yeah, I think we are definitely our entire life as a band. We've been trying to get more self-sufficient about everything. I mean, we get help from people. We have more people touring with us and everything, but we want to be like decision makers on everything, kind of. And yeah, it'd be great to keep building our home studio. We're not perfect at it. We need help in mixing and all that. I mean, but we're getting there.
Yeah, no, it's also fun to collaborate with producers too, because they have an expertise that we don't necessarily have yet. We know some of it, but to have them be able to come in and really sort of show us how to achieve certain things sonically is really exciting and creative too. So it's fun to collaborate with somebody in that way. So
For sure.
Yeah, so I think we will do more in the future, but
we'll continue.
I don't know to what extent, right?
Yeah.
So you can get the record $5 online. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's the
amazing.
other thing about recording on your own.
Yeah.
We didn't really put out physical records except for on tour. It's all digital. We did most of it on our own, and so we really just had to make enough money to make back our expenses and to pay the original artists whatever like mechanical money they need. So we were like, why would we jack the price? We want people to hear this, So we did, and we released it on our own too. So we didn't have like all the, splits and stuff with the record label. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Are those songs coming out live? Is that what the tour is? Is it like a Crushes tour, or is it just the whole shebang?
We do like
we do a
5
lot
or
of
6
them.
songs
Yeah.
off the covers album, and then we do a bunch of made songs too. We're not a cover band yet.
We're getting there, I think. No.
Were you ever a cover band before? Like, were you ever in bars
No.
playing those kind of stuff?
Oh,
No, in fact, I think for me at least, like, I was never the kind of person, even growing up, that like if I started to learn a song, I would get sidetracked and want to make my own thing. So I think there's 2 different kinds of people. I think there's people that have really good ear and they can play anything and they do that, and then there's people that are like daydreamers and and they just want to make things, and that's kind of where I stand. So learning these cover songs actually was challenging in some ways. So.
Not that challenging with the internet though. It's pretty easy to look up tabs. And go, oh, those
So
are the
what, you
chords
got
and those are
tab-
the lyrics.
Yeah, but even with tabs, like just to be able to, like, I'm not the kind of person. I'm just saying personally, maybe you can figure stuff out more than me, but I thought it was challenging, but in a good way,
To change it up was the hard part, and to like be happy with it, because we didn't just want to like make it like it is, but not as good, because it's hard to do it. If you do it the exact same way, then you're not going to be able to do it as well as the original artist, So that was the challenge and the fun part.
And that's where you piss off the fans a little bit, maybe.
Totally. Because they just want to hear the band that they love.
So you have more people on the road this time. I
Yeah.
just saw 2 guys walk up before. You have a band now.
Yeah, we
Is
do.
this the first?
We toured the last record with some musicians, mostly strings, like a cellist and a violinist, and this time around we knew we wanted something a little bit different just to change it up, and these guys are like insane musicians. When I was talking about people that could play anything, they can play anything, and we feel really like it's easier to, I guess, experiment with like piano sounds, not just all the organ, when we have more people playing. So it's really nice, especially with the covers record, to make it sound enough like the recording.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. So what are the plans for you? What's next?
Write
Right?
and record.
Cool. When do you think we'll be able to hear something new?
Probably in the winter. We have like 9 or 10 songs written, and a few of them demoed, so we just have to go put it together and make the album now.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to hear it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.